Okay, so this is Ultimaker Cura, the program that you're going to use to build a 3D space, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it has like a north and a south, and
Yeah.
this is the box. So what happens is I go up here and I choose like new project, open target, whatever, but I have to choose my printer. So I can add a printer, and there's like hundreds of printers, which it will be like non-network printer. So there's tons of printers, like tons of printers. So you just
Okay.
find your brand and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you would be the
CR10.
Creality, the Creality. You could just look it up too, but
Yeah.
yeah, Creality CR10, which is right there, the first one. They now have, and there's six. So this is number three. You
Mm-hmm.
have a 10 or a 1-0. This
Yeah.
is a six. They you can update to get more, obviously. But
Oh, okay.
until you've selected this, it doesn't know what space to work in. So
Right.
now that I've selected my printer, which is the Ender 3 version 2, and I
Mm-hmm.
had to figure that out, it knows the dimensions here. Otherwise, if you're putting this into that
Okay.
machine, it'll print different, right?
Makes
So
sense. Developer.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it just
Mm-hmm.
knows.
Yeah.
And so
No, that
they're
makes
programmed
sense.
differently.
Good.
So you have to know what machine you're looking at. You know,
Yeah.
you can do reviews on what machine's best, all that kind of stuff. So you can look from underneath, which is important. So this is right click to move around.
Mm-hmm.
This is middle click to strafe, and
Mm.
then you can just zoom in and out. So,
Yeah.
and then you also going to select. So what you got to do though is you got to put a file in here. So this is where we start to take a file and we go, what do we want to print, right? So I downloaded.
And you just go on the internet to download stuff, right?
Yeah, so you just go on the internet, and I'll show you that too because I have them open here. So this is a place called Thingiverse, and I went on there and I was like, I want to print something for my paper towel holder, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
I found this one. Let's go back. No, let's go back this way. Yeah, so here. So you'd find something like this, right? It would
Right.
be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, look, paper towel holder, I found it, yay. It has three files in this case. It shows you what they are. You kind of have to imagine them, but it doesn't really matter. And then the files are here, and you just download them, or you can download all files. I've already done that. You just click.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what you also have to do is go to the comments. So in the comments here, scale the screw to 98%. It's kind of too tight, so 95% might be better. And they're talking about this screw here,
Oh, yeah.
right? So you just kind of have to think about it and go, what? And then the guy said the remix has the correct screw, right? Everyone's like, the screw's too big, screw's too big, screw's too big,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
screw you.
Yeah. Yeah. So it didn't
So
actually fit in the hole.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So the screw just and it didn't fit
Mm-hmm.
because he designed it wrong, right?
Oh, okay.
So in the remixes, now it's these ones. Get rid of that ad. And you download these three files, and
And
this
this
one
one's correct.
says correct size knob
Yeah.
and print.
Yeah.
So that downloads whatever this file says right here. You have to extract it because it always goes as a zip.
Mm-hmm.
And then you extract it. You get the second one here, which is this guy. You go to the files, and then it has the stuff here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
let's imagine I want to print the paper towel holder side, the one that actually holds the paper towel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna just open Ultimate Cura. I could open it there, or I can just drag it in.
Okay. And so that at that point, the file itself doesn't know which printer you're going to be using. Now it knows.
Now it knows.
Once it, yeah. Okay.
So I could drag in another one. Oh crap! I just double clicked it. Hang on. Okay, so now it opens another project.
Right.
And so
Yes.
you gotta be careful because you could open up a lot of stuff and oh crap, what the heck?
Yeah.
Hang on, wait, stop. So you could almost save this as, the date, paper towel project, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it will always open whatever this is on a new project if you just double click it, which can be
Right.
nice because you want to be able to keep track of what happened with what.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
you
If
can see
something
that,
didn't go right.
yeah, this one has a knob, this one has a hole. So, oh, I want to change the hole, not the knob one. Then why would you print them together? There's not really a reason to, but you can
You
if,
can print multiple things on the table at a time, kind of thing.
yeah. So I can take this one, drag it in. Now I have them both in this guy.
Mhm.
Just because I know, yeah, I want to print them both together, or I want to see how they fit together, right? Let's say I move it. Oh, what do you
Oh,
know?
I see.
It fits.
Yeah, yeah.
Ta-da! Right?
Can you
So,
rotate them to like print them on the flat side
yeah,
down?
great question. So if you're off grid here, it'll tell you, get back on the grid. Ta-da!
Oh, okay. One second. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
what you're looking at here and what you just mentioned with flat side down is effectiveness or efficiency in your printing. It's How strong is the print going to be? And people put so much effort into that needs to be printed on this side, or you've got to print it because of the strength of the way it bonds and like all
Right.
these
Yeah.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you'll see how it works when you do it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so you have the movement here and it shows you the size 65.25, 12.72. The Z is 0. I don't know why the Z 0. It shouldn't be 0. And then you have scale. And so you can scale things up and make it bigger.
That's where they went to 95.
Yeah, so they would say take this and put it at 95%, which 36.195 and follows all these things.
Yes.
Very important details that are all part of it.
Mm-hmm. No, it all makes sense.
Rotation. Now, this is the one where you get into your smarts. You have to be smart about this because you can see now this guy has a lot of red in it.
Yeah.
And this guy does not have as much red, which means anything in midair can't be printed. If you try to print this, it'll print up to here, and then it'll go, uh-oh, and just drop into the ground, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny watching failed prints online. You're like, what?
Oh, so you actually have to print it on the flat side on the back. Ah.
There you go. So now you thought of a better way, right? So if I take this and I rotate it again,
yeah,
even better.
Yeah.
No red sides on this guy, right? So if you look underneath,
print, it won't be effective.
Correct. So there's red on this, but there's no red on this. So I would take this guy as well, and I would just rotate him 90 degrees that way. Yeah. Now he doesn't fit.
He's on top.
So it's going to try to detect that. Oh, oops. I have to go to move and move this guy. And then I can move this guy and whatever. He's going to cross over. That's no good, right? So yeah. So anyways, we're going to do just one. I'm going to do just this guy. And we're actually probably not going to do this guy because it probably will take too long, but we'll see.
How long would that one take?
Well, we'll see when we slice it. Okay, so what slicing is it slices every individual layer, and it basically says this is how the printer needs to print because it has to go from top to bottom to top. If it prints something up top first, like here, it can't go over here again and go back down because it might hit. So the bottom point is always the nozzle on the actual machine. And that means it'll print every layer first. So it'll do, once it gets past the first, whatever layers here, it'll go to this guy, do this, and then do that layer, and then do this layer, and then do that layer, and then do this layer, and then do that layer.
So how does it do the holes in there then?
Yeah, so it's a really interesting thing to wrap your brain around. With the holes, there's some red in there, right? And so, uh-oh, what do we do? What will happen is it'll be printing, and then it will just skip this area. It'll go skip, and then come over here again, skip.
Oh, and because it's always close enough that it's going to bond to the.
Yeah, it'll latch to the next layer beneath it. So that kind of becomes the floor in a sense. So you have to think floor up. Now, with these red holes, we're going to talk about supports. So if you have a really complicated piece, which I can show you later, really cool, complicated piece that I have, supports right here. So this is the menu that has all this stuff in it, okay? And let's just turn on support for a sec. And ta-da, we've turned on support. What happened? Well, nothing yet. We haven't previewed it. We got to preview it. So no layers to show until you slice it. So once you say, great, my settings are good, I'm going to slice it, and then we go to preview. So we'll go back to prepare. We'll slice it. And this is going to be 6 hours. Okay. Because it's so massive, right? So maybe we'll find something else that's a little dinky-dinky and we'll just see it go. But so what I do is go to preview now, this one or that one, whichever one you want. And this is showing you a different layout now. So this is not red is bad. Yeah. Red, for example, is the walls. Yellow is the top. And then as you are looking here, you have these light blues. These light blues are the supports. So support means it'll break off easy. So if you were looking at it from like a really small point of view here, it actually kind of doesn't really touch the actual thing, but it just rests. It doesn't bond to it. It's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So quality matters on that, but you're not going to do anything that matters too much for now. So just practice, right? But what you can do is you can look through 190 layers and you can see how it's going to print. If you start at the bottom, it'll do that layer. Then it'll do layer 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the way up. And then boom, you can see right here at layer
like that. So it's not actually doing full
50
layers there, right? Like
so
that's just like honeycomb, basically, essentially, just structure.
Yeah. So right here at layer 46, it starts to go into the, gets the top, and then it starts to go up for the rest, right? Yeah. And so you can see right where the supports come in is right there, so that there has to be a ladder almost, like it's laddering up to where the holes are.
Yeah.
Now you can change that honeycomb thing that you were talking about right here with infill density, not 20%. That doesn't make sense. That should be way smaller, like should be way less.
Because you don't really need structure on these.
Well, that's the question. What are you doing
Where,
with
at what
it, right?
point do you,
Yeah. So we just by changing 10%, we've gone down an hour, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. So big thing is just surface area. That's going to be your biggest time thing.
Yeah.
And then the other factors of how much density you have, what are the supports, what's the speed you're moving at, all these factors kind of play into it. But really, it's just choosing the right item. That's going to be the big thing.
Right.
So yeah, back to 6 hours there. Now I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to print this anymore, but yeah. So there you go. You kind of have your thing, and what you would do is you'd press save to disk, which is this SD card here. I take the SD card, put it.
The big piece.
My SD card reader. Right? So we'll do that later. But yeah, so then you would slice that and yeah, you would export it into the thing, put it into here, and then you would select it and it would start printing.
Right.
So let's
have one thing on there at a time, basically. One project on your SD card.
Well, you can have a lot. You can have a lot of files on there, but you can only print one file at a time.
Yeah. Can you select it off of there still? It's not like it just reads one and then goes.
No, you can select it. Yeah, you can have lots in there. So let's say it's like, oh, I want to repeat this project. I like this one. Print more of them, right? You know, it's always there. You just keep printing it.
Yeah. That'd be what this is.
What's this?
It's a fence holder.
Oh, nice. Oh, so you want to print one?
Eventually, I want to build one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, how strong is this? Like, how strong does it need to be? Sorry.
That's strong. I think it's plastic. It's holding hollow boards, basically.
Great. So tell me something that you want to print that you would go to the dollar store and get, but you don't want to go get that. You want to just print it, right?
Yeah. I'm terrible at thinking stuff right on.
Okay, then we're gonna go look. So here's an option. So snapware lids.
Okay.
This guy said, "Hey, I've got a bunch of these things. I want to organize them." So what he did is he said, "I'm going to print the grid here."
Yeah.
He made a 3x3 grid, and then he made the holders for specific size of Tupperware to go into the grid. Oh, so you can take the grid, put it in your drawer.
Oh, and then you can
and then you can take the piece that holds the glass, because there's one with the grid, two with the thing here, and then three with the glass.
Yeah.
You can take that second thing, and you can move it anywhere in the drawer you want, and it fits in the grid. Yeah. But then it like dedicates where that spot goes. And I'm like, how is on
grids, and then you build up wall. Yeah.
And the thing is, like your drawer, you're thinking of your drawer. You're like, the drawer is massive. How are you going to print the whole drawer? You don't. You just print a 3x3 grid, another one, and then they just go together. Yeah. And so it's very smart. It's kind of like a floor, like a tap dance floor. Yeah. Coming together. So yeah, this guy, you can print both of these, and then it's for a round bowl. For a round bowl, and he went. I have Tupperware. I'm going to measure out how long it is and all this stuff, right? So with the paper towel holder, you could say, well, what is the circumference of the paper towel holder, right? Yeah. What is that size? And then you can look on here and say, when I click on this, you look at the actual size of it, which the scale, scale. So the X is 128 millimeters. Right. The Y is 119. And the Z is 38.1. Yeah. The problem is it doesn't show you can't like do a measurement in the little spot there. You have to just do full length. Yeah. So you kind of have to imagine it. You can play with it too. And yeah. I wish you did have a tape measure thing in here. Maybe you do. I'm not really looking. But we have a support blocker. That's cool. Mirror. Oh, nice. I see. It's pretty cool. So yeah, so let's just look through Thingiverse for a sec. Let's think like wall hook. Very easy to do. I've printed many wall hooks. Yeah, this little guy, right? I want something to hang my keys. What do you get? Right. Yeah. But then like you're just looking at the thing, you're like, oh, well, that doesn't have support. Which way am I going to print this from? I'll print it from the side. Because that's the biggest flat side, right? Yeah. This one, biggest flat side. Yeah. You know what? Let's do this guy. Let's see. Sure. See how long this takes. Yet another wall hook. That's hilarious. So this is nice because it comes out really far. Yeah. And it's got two holes, so you can screw in. Oh, I can't do that. And let's just look at the comments. Comments say, well designed, very strong, just happened at the perfect diameter for what I needed. Your design has been stolen and uploaded. There are so many hooks, but this is the best one I found. I've printed quite a few of these. Anyone tested the weight? Thanks for sharing. So yeah, just nothing wrong with it. Nothing. No one's like, ta-da.
Does it matter with what you print it with?
No.
For the strength?
No, it's the density that matters for strength mostly. You can print it with metal, obviously, but you don't have metal. You bought PLA, right? So,
yeah.
So yeah, so you can see one,
metal
two. I don't know if you can put through this. You can put metal through anything technically. It's about the heat. It's about how hot it needs to be.
That's gonna be really hot then.
Yeah, and so can those things survive it? Is it rated? It's kind of like towing capacity. Is it rated for that kind of towing? Right. So I'm gonna download all the files. Which
should make something out of metal.
Yeah, right. I'm excited to make out of metal at some point because
for sure. Funny. For me, I have it all at work.
Yeah,
it's probably faster.
Yeah.
It's another way.
But can you imagine, like, someone's like, "Oh, I need this part." It's like, "Oh, they're out of stock." We'll just print it, like, you know. And that's
I'll have it to you in 3 days, but
yeah, right. But that's the reality of it. Is like
they're fantastic.
This is the big. This is what I want to say. The big shift is that we're not going to go buy things. We're going to buy designs and we're going to print them.
Yeah.
And so learning this stuff is very important for what the future is, where you're not, someone's going to go, I designed this, you must pay me for it. And you go, now I have to pay someone to make it after I pay for the design? What? Like, that would just be a huge increase. But if you can design it yourself, or if you can sell it yourself, or you can print it yourself, those are all great. Now, this one I actually don't like anymore because of the reds under there. But
how does that print then?
Yeah, so support. So remember, it's the support, right?
Yeah.
The support is the big thing. Let's take a look at the support. Once you slice it, then it will show you.
It'll put something in there and then print over the top of it, kind of thing, right? Where it's not actually bonded.
Right here. Yeah, this blue, light blue is the support. So there's a support here. There's support here. This is 43 minutes.
Oh, but then you break it away later, basically.
And you break it off.
Yeah, okay.
And the thing is, people go, oh, it's such a waste. Well, no, you can put it back into the machine. You can remelt it. Someone can put it back through in a tube. It's lesser quality, but like it's recycled. But you can do that.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
This had to come from somewhere, so yeah. So, anyways, do we have 43 minutes? Is the question.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I do.
Let's do it. So then you get a nice hook, as long as you like this hook.
Sure.
Right.
I mean. Yeah.
So let's take a look at the 70 layers and 43 minutes. You can see every spot it's going to do.
Yeah.
Its layer here. So we'll get right to layer 11.
Yeah.
And then you'll see that this support starts to come in.
Okay.
And then 11 layers from the top, which is 70 down to 59.
Yeah.
The first
real layer
should go in, which is 61 actually. So anyways, very fine details, right? Very fine. You can see where it's going to start. This is the start point.
Okay.
And it's kind of dumb that it starts in the same spot every time, but it's just it's not a high-tech machine.
No.
But some of them will like vary it up, or you can say,
it's not a break point.
Yeah, you'll see kind of like a line, a little like a seam sort of on the thing, but it's not gonna be a big deal. You'll see this one has the seam here, but you break that off. This one has a seam here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see all the details about it. They can be really, really, really a big deal for some complicated stuff.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to start this because we're gonna take this and I'm just gonna show you the whole process here. UHD, I don't need this on UHD.
But in theory, I could set something up to start printing in the morning, come back home.
That's true. I do that all the time.
Should.
Well, you have
be done.
You have the time, right? So
yeah, but as long as nothing goes wrong, right? Like, there's always something that could go wrong.
That's very true. You always have to kind of be aware that some people set up cameras so they can watch their 3D print and like, oh crap, and they quick shut down because it's like wasting my PLA.
Yeah.
So every print I've ever done, I record it.
Oh, okay.
So the reason for that is because you learn, but then you have to increase over time and whatnot. So, ta-da! This is, for example, a minimalist chess piece that I made.
Yeah.
Its X was 78, Y is 133, Z 41. So then the height, I had it at 0.2. Everything's always at 0.2 just because of this. Quality-wise, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But if you were doing like a professional thing, it's like, hey, maybe you want to go down to 0.1 so there's more accuracy.
Oh, I see.
Or you can make it bigger if you want to go faster. And you want less little lines or something like that, right? So you have to experiment with that.
Right.
Infill was 20%, temperature 200/50, speed was 60 millimeters a second. Travel hop. So what happens is travel will have a when it wants to go back and not print, it'll hop up a little bit so that it doesn't contact something and scrape it or whatever. It'll retract as well, so it'll hop up and retract this, which you need to have. Otherwise, you get these stringy bits everywhere.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that for a while. And then you have a skirt. So the skirt is the how it bonds to the bottom. The skirt doesn't actually help, but what it does is it tests to make sure that your thing is level.
Oh.
And I'll show you that in a sec. But we are going to take this SD card out and we're going to plug it into the computer. And I don't have to record it right away, but I will record the final details on here. And I'll probably do it after we start printing just because I'm not in a rush to record it. So you don't have to do all that first. You can just start printing, go, yeah, I think it's great. It'll be good. Mm-hmm. I'm not too worried. And then just go, okay, I'm going to write this all down. Mm-hmm. So save to removable drive now, 43 minutes, 5 grams, 1.6 meters. So you're using 1.6 meters of...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you can tell if you know, I only have this much left.
Yeah.
You can know, it's not going to fit.
Oh, it tells you here kind of roughly how many.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah. It tells you grams. It tells you the grams, not the meters. You could have a high-tech machine going measuring, like start at 0 and then it will measure and you can go, oh, I'm supposed to have this many meters in the roll. I only have that much left.
Right.
So I'm saved to the removable drive, and it will save as hook.g code.
Yeah.
CE3E3V2. And then I eject that. And ta-da. Now pull the SD card out and put it into the bottom of this guy. Now I could have already started this up and let it heat up and get all that rather than waiting now.
Yeah.
But basically if I turn this on.
But what's your heat up? Take a long time or not?
No, it's not super long. It's not a big deal. But it just adds time if you're in a crunch. Sometimes I've done it where I am 2 minutes away from leaving and it finishes and yes, power it down. And then I go because otherwise the fan spins for 8 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead and just move this out of the way. So on the screen, which I will kind of do here. So it's the nozzle here. So what I'm going to do is go, in my one is, go ahead and move this way. It's temperature for me, although yours is prepare, I think. And you're going to preheat PLA. You have ABS,
if you want to use ABS to print.
I don't even know what ABS is. It's another type of filament, I think.
Yeah. It's way more finicky though.
Don't do this ones, do the fold. Just preheat PLA, it'll preheat both to 260. Now I had it set 250, it'll autocorrect. It'll go, oh, you're doing this project, it's a 250, I'll adjust it. So it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But the nozzle is going to be 200.
Yeah.
And I believe that's Celsius. I believe so. And 60 Celsius.
Yeah, because otherwise it's only 100 degrees Celsius.
Right. 60 Celsius on the pad, the board.
Yeah. And
the board helps it
You
stick.
have two different sides of the two, don't you? Like a shiny side and a...
This?
Because this one, mine flips over, right?
Yours is glass.
Okay.
So this is a different kind of board, but yours is glass.
Yeah.
So that's going to heat up to 60. So yeah, what we can do at this point is we can just test to make sure that we have our balance here. So make sure the machine is stable, right? It's on a flat surface. Yeah. Because balance is everything at this point.
Yeah. You do have to be accurate. And I know this is not level.
Can you grab me a piece of paper? Just any piece of white paper. So yeah, we're at 150 already. So now what this is going to be is I'm going to show you how to balance the machine. I'm going to take motion. I'm going to move the axis up. You've done this before as well. I'm going to move it up just by a millimeter or two. It's 10 millimeters. And I'm going to put this underneath. So what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to see how balanced it is by feel. I'm going to feel it. So I'm going to go auto home again. And I'm going to disable my steppers. And steppers are the kind of the triggers that go I think, that stop it from moving. Yeah. And disable the steppers, so now it moves freely as I choose to move it.
Oh, I see.
And what I should be able to do is to move this machine freely, and I actually can't do that because something's hidden away here. Which is a good thing I tested. So, what's going on? Am I stuck on? Yeah, I was stuck on the little.
Yeah.
clip there.
Yeah.
So I'll move that. So what I should be doing is I'm going to test the 4 corners, because if the 4 corners are level, then it'll be fine.
Theoretically, everything.
Theoretically, right? You don't really need the middle. You kind of do, but not really. So. Shoot, I stabbed it.
I have more paper.
That's okay. I just need one piece. Let's go back and do this one more time. Move the axis. And move back down. Ta-da. Okay, so now I should be able to just kind of move the paper a little bit.
Yeah.
I find that the more I squish it for the first layer, the better it seals. It doesn't have problems. If I'm too loose, it could kind of move or not get the first layer down properly. But you just don't want there to be a big difference between the 4 corners. You just want it to be very similar. So if you want to go looser, you can, but you just want like, yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great. It's good tightness.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. And I'll just assume that the other one's good, but I should technically put that underneath. I like to do it very tight.
Yeah.
That's all. So I can go again, motion auto home. I don't have to at this point, but we'll go auto home. And now
it re-engages the steppers.
Yeah, so the steppers are re-engaged. It's moving itself, right? And then now you can see this stuff is ready. We're at 260 there. So.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take media, print from media, this guy, and I'm going to find the one that I have. So I have 10-inch posts in here. I have wall mount, box, headphone hook, because I made a headphone holder for my headphones, which is great.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were looking for a hook, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
that one. So then I hit hook, and I just say, "Am I good to go?" Yes. Print, and it will go great. Are we at the temperature yet? If not, it'll raise to the temperature, and once it is at the temperature, it will start. That's the extruder heating, so that this has to be extruder, and it will start. So now this says the percentage and the time and how long it's going and stuff like that. So it'll do the first layer, which is a test. It starts about halfway, and then you see this come out, and this is again just testing to make sure that we have good level, nice and even. And then, did I do skirts? I hope I did skirts. No, I didn't do a skirt. I forgot to do a skirt, which is fine.
Which means what?
A skirt would go around. It would circle the whole thing.
Oh.
And then it would just show, you'd be able to see, oh, it's pretty level. Yeah, great.
Oh, I see.
Like this. No skirt there.
I see. Something around. I see.
Yeah, you can do one where it's on a raft and it goes underneath, but then it's impossible to get it off. But yeah, so some allow you to monitor this, like you can see it as it's going. But this one, we don't do that. So it'll always do the red, the perimeter wall first, and then it will do the yellow insides. So you can get used to the sound of it, very familiar with how it works. So yeah, that's it, and then you just wait, basically, at this point. You can check, though, is the first 2 layers, and you just go, oh yeah, everything looks good. If you see, like, why am I not seeing any color come out? What the heck, why is this not working? Then you go, something's wrong with it feeding, or it's broken, or I'm not seeing something. Because it could be broken in here, you don't know. Right? And so then you just have to know that for sure. So
That's such a thin layer.
it's unbelievably thin. And yeah, again, because I compressed it. That's the way it is. So we're on layer 2 already, because our let's see if I can take a look at this here. So we're on layer 2 because our Z is at 0.4.
Oh, I see. So it's gone up. Oh,
Yeah.
you 0.2 every, right.
0.2 millimeters, that's your height, or
Yeah.
your quality, right?
Yeah.
Your density.
Yeah.
And so if you change that, it would go up. Second layer would be 0.2, third layer 0.3, or whatever you change it to, right?
Yeah.
So 0.2 is just always recommended, and you can stick with that.
It's actually pretty wide that it prints.
Yeah, it's pretty flat. Yeah, because it is being squished. It's coming out and squishing.
Right.
By the time you're at the second layer, you're not squishing anymore. So
Oh, I see.
it's just that first layer that I like to have it squished, that I found is personally best,
right.
and that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if we can get underneath there. So yeah, you can see that it's on its side, and it's printing the side that it was, as we saw it on here. So here's the finished product, and I'm gonna just take my scraper, and as it cools down, it'll naturally kind of release, but you just want to get it underneath there. You want to try getting it off? You're just gonna go from this edge here. Yeah, just nice and gentle. You're not gonna damage the thing, but yeah, just wiggle it around like that. You're doing good. Try to get any other corner as well. The last thing you want to do though is just do the weak part. Try to go as flat as you can. Uh-oh.
Oh, did I wreck it?
No, okay, never mind. It's good. I thought that was the board, but it's not. This is always the favorite part. I'll let you get in there. Yeah. Ta-da!